our next hot topic. Caesar from Black Ink Crew says the show made VH1 over $1.2 billion. The cast, including himself, didn't even receive 1% of the gross. What do you think about that?
But y'all was on TV for like 13 years.
What was it that long? Really?
I mean,
Wow.
they was on TV. I mean, I don't know for 13, but they was on TV for
Minute.
quite
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
while, man.
Yeah.
At least 10 years.
Yeah.
At least 10 seasons. So, I mean, y'all signed the contract.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, I'm pretty sure it said what the split was. We weren't there in the office when y'all was there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't complain later on that the split wasn't good when in the beginning when y'all was in the position where I'm just looking for an opportunity. All right, well, they gave you opportunity.
Mm.
Maximize on that opportunity. Because being on TV for 10 seasons, you could pivot a whole bunch of stuff out of that. Shoot, just get a rental, just get an event space and just host parties all the damn time. I mean, y'all was doing it with y'all damn business anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of breaking y'all shit, just have an open space and just host it there. Or just a multitude of different things and avenues that you could pivot from just from being on TV alone. And in the beginning, that's when social media started becoming big and this, that,
Yeah.
and the third. And that's another avenue. So after 10 seasons, I don't want to hear about the split wasn't good because they gave you opportunity. They gave you a platform.
Mm-hmm.
What else more do you want? I mean, it's VH1.
I mean, here's the thing, right? We talk about show business, but from the culture, we only specialize in the show. We
They don't know nan nutter about no business.
ain't nobody ever say nay nutter the way you say nay nutter. Pause. Like the business is the most important thing, but again, like how you highlighted previously, is that most people like I just want to get in for the entertainment value. I just want an opportunity, and it's unfortunate that they had to go through that situation because this is a real learning curve that they had to go through that situation to realize like damn we done missed out on a whole lot of finances from that particular portion because I'm pretty sure that they did parties, they did
Come
hosting,
on. When
they
parties were still popping,
they,
all
they,
that open shit. Come
they
on.
opened up businesses, they leveraged it to other businesses. I'm pretty sure they did all that, but that network money, that's a different type of money that never ends. And if they knew the game as they was coming into the game, their finances would be solidified moving forward. You know what I mean? So regardless of what money they have now or don't have, that network money hit different. So when they say they made over 1.2 million, I'm sorry, they made over $1.2 billion from the show within that span. That's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. When you sign a contract and it says perpetuity, that means forever. So
Maybe they ain't have the Black's Law Dictionary with them. Maybe it should have had the book with them, look up some of these words. What does perpetuity means? Maybe that might help you out. You know what I'm saying? You reading a document, you might not understand the word. But grab your damn iPhone, Google the word real quick.
mhm.
It may give you a generic term, but at least you'll have an understanding of what that word means so you can understand what that sentence actually means.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't understand one word in the sentence, you can't understand the whole sentence.
That's a fact.
So if the sentence has perpetuity in it, you understand all the other words but perpetuity, but you just skip that and just keep going.
Mm-hmm.
You just did yourself a disservice.
But I've heard Caesar explain that he thought because he owned Black Ink, right? But when they did the deal, I think it's under Black Ink Crew. So Black Ink Crew is separate from Black Ink. So because he owned the shop in itself called Black Ink, the TV model in itself is something completely different.
So my question would be, then what if, okay, so that is a good finesse with the wordplay, right?
Yeah.
But then the location, did you have control of the location? Why wasn't there a better deal structuring as far as like taping at your location? Because they're quote unquote taping at your business, right? Because
What
that's how
you,
you made it seem, or made how it made it seem that
what
it's
you,
your business and the VH1 crew coming in there and taping your people, the Black Ink crew, at your shop,
mhm.
right? So why wouldn't there be a better deal structuring as far as when it's being taped at the shop, like you get a better split or a lesser rent or whatever, something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, it won't be lesser rent because it's your building, right? So you basically, if we're using my building um for a filming location, then there should be a bigger split because we're not paying for the location.
Right.
Right.
So now my point is, do you own the building? Do you own the location?
No,
There
no.
we go. So you won't have no leg to stand on. So
Could,
basically it goes back to my point on you were looking for opportunity. They gave you some crumbs. You took the crumbs and ate it and said thank you. And then 10 years later, now you mad. You can't be mad.
but our culture, we have a mentality is let's get in and then we renegotiate. We need to stop
How
going.
many times niggas been saying that goofy ass shit since the 70s? Oh, I'm gonna change the system when I get in there. No, that's not
But
how the game works.
it's just a bad business model. Like, don't get me wrong, right? I'm pretty sure the show benefited their careers in a multitude of ways. Being on TV, you're going to get bookings, you're going to get hostings, you're going to get notoriety, so you're going to get gained opportunity for being on TV. In our society, being on TV is being somebody, at least from that particular era. Being on TV now don't hit the same as when you was on TV prior to in the early 2000s and 90s. If you was on TV, you was considered somebody. Now it's like you on TV, like what channel? Like people don't watch TV anymore. People are on the internet. So the recognition is not the same for being on TV. But being that they was on TV at the time that they was on TV, I'm pretty sure they benefited at that time for a multitude of things. But when it comes to the grand scheme, it's just the fact that not understanding what the business name is under and your lawyers is not really giving you accurate game to make better business decisions because again when you deal with people from the culture, a lot of people, you when you give them a contract, you're like, yo, go get you a lawyer. I used to deal with it all the time. I've signed several artists, and I tell every single artist, go get you a lawyer. When you get this contract, you got this amount of days to go get it read. Then you got this amount of time to sign and send it back to me. There's been a couple artists that I had in my past where they supposedly had a lawyer read it. Yo, it's good. Everything is cool. Blah, 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 blah. They sign it and we get the work in. And then when a situation happens, like, yo, this was in your contract. You can't do this and you can't do that. Your lawyer read it and explained it to you like you told me, right? Yeah, but I'm saying, nah, this is what it is. This is the contract. When you take a contract, when you go when you accept when you accept to work on a 9 to 5 in a job, you sign a contract. There's policies and procedures that you sign, the same as this contract. So it ain't no nah, I didn't know da da da. You took it to your lawyer and he explained it to you, right? So in this particular situation, this is a situation of mismanaging or not once even mismanaging, but not understanding the game in a sense of learning how to file for your namesake and make sure that your namesake is yours and you're the main progenitor from your namesake as far as the name because they was the ones on TV. Their personalities made the show hot, but the business wasn't together because of not understanding and the mentality of yo, I'm just going to get my opportunity, and then once I get my opportunity, then we could renegotiate, baby. Nah, that's a mindset. That's a failed mindset, and it's not just for them, but as a culture, we do that. And that culture that mindset used to be around back in the day. Because again, back in the day, when if you were starting out doing music at that time, if you wasn't signed to Diddy and other execs that that runs music, people didn't see you as successful, so people would just take the deal just to be famous, just to be on TV, just to say that they was next to this person and next to that person, but as broke as a joke because they signed all their rights away. But the look was bigger than the currency at that time. The look was supposed to make you famous. The look don't even make you successful because if you standing next to somebody that's successful and other people look at you success, but you don't got your success is not a foundation of your life, meaning you can't keep a roof over your head, you can't get to point A, point B, your kids don't benefit, then you're not successful. So it's unfortunate. 1.2 billion is a lot of money. Um, you know, I'm pretty sure he tried to find ways to, get some of that money back or sue or but once
You talking about multi-billion-dollar corporations?
and
Their contracts is ironclad.
yeah, there's nothing you could do about it.
Once you sign on the dotted line, it's over. You
Mm-hmm.
can't complain, you can't bitch, you can't moan. And plus, they give you time. It's not like they put pressure on you to sign these contracts. You can't put somebody under duress to sign a contract because then that'll be null and void. So the person, they give you time. Oh, take a week, take 3 days, 72. You know what I'm saying? They
Mm-hmm.
give you ample time.
Mm-hmm.
So you made a conscious decision, signed the contract, fucked yourself over because you didn't understand the game. That's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
Don't come back bitching and complaining later on and trying to get sympathy. Nah, man. What kind of example you gonna leave for the next one? You're not giving no example. Be like, yo, I fucked up. I took a fucked up deal, but at the time, I was young. I was trying to come up. We can understand that.
Yeah, yeah.
We could get that. Matter of fact, we can gravitate to that. Like, yo, you know what? I could feel that because I could be in that place too. You know what I'm saying? That's more human than saying, oh, these people jerk me. Nah, man. How they jerk you? You can't read? If you can't read, now we got a bigger problem than contracts. Because how
Mm-hmm.
you 40-something-year-old and you can't read?
Mm-hmm.
Owning businesses and all that. You know what I'm saying? So let's stop with this foolishness. Like, we can't be pity patting no more for mistakes that you made willingly.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, son.
Yeah. That's that. Whew. All right, moving on to our next